What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journey Podcast. What I want to talk to you guys about today is what you guys should be doing with the last 2 weeks of the year. So right now it is December. We are about to go into 2022, and this is a topic that we've been talking about inside of our group with PTBI. What you should be focusing on as a fitness coach in the last 2 weeks of the year. So one thing I will say is that you should be pushing hard all the way until the end. But the last 2 weeks, personally, I think is a fair time to take a step back and just look back at the entire year and look at all the growth that you've made since the start of the year, since January 1st. And what I usually say is, if you're starting your business in December or if you are, yeah, I guess if you're just starting your business, the likelihood of you hitting your first 10K months in the last 2 weeks of the year is not likely. December is notoriously a slow month in business in general across all industries, except if you are in like a gift industry. But for most businesses like personal training, etc., it's a slow month, right? And so if you're just getting started, the likelihood of you hitting that first 10K months in the last 2 weeks of the year, like it's just not going to happen. So instead, what you should do is you should start thinking ahead of how you want 2022 to look, right? This is a time to take a step back and reflect over the year and all the growth that you've made and feel proud of all the growth you've made and really give yourself a pat on the back. But not only that, but also look forward into 2022 and look at where you want to go, set some goals for the next year, like set some intentions. I kept saying this in the group, and I said this multiple times already. The likelihood of you hitting a 10K month in the last 2 months of the year or last 2 weeks of the year is not likely, but the likelihood of you hitting a 10K month in 2022 is extremely likely. Like that is very, very likely. And so what I say is start shifting your gears towards your growth into 2022. Use these last 2 weeks to enjoy time with your family, reflect on the growth that you've made this year, but also learn and understand what exactly are the weak points that you have in yourself and in your business, and what do you need to do right now to make improvements for 2022. For example, if you suck at sales and if you're scared of sales and you just feel like you can't be good, then use these last 2 weeks of the year to learn more about sales and get really good at sales. If you suck at lead gen and you need to get more leads and that's the big bottleneck that you're facing, then use these last 2 weeks of the year to learn more about lead gen or do more lead gen. If you have, have comparison, like imposter syndrome, your mindset keeps getting in the way, then use these last 2 weeks to start learning about, how to overcome those things. Be very intentional with the time that we have to overcome your, I guess, weakest points. So that way in 2022, you're going in that much stronger. How this is looking for myself is in December, like the likelihood of us hitting a record month is not going to be likely. And so what I did is I took a step back. I'm completely rebuilding the PTBI course. So we are taking a pay cut for doing that because we're not focusing on lead gen and sales as much. We're completely rebuilding the PTBI course. So that way in 2022, we're that much stronger of a competition. And so what I want you guys to do for the last 2 weeks of the year is think about what are your weakest points right now that if you were to fix those points, you would be a stronger businesswoman or businessman. Your business would just be stronger. What can you do right now to make improvements on those weak points? And what goals do you want to set for 2022? What goals are you going to work towards and start putting in the work right now for 2022? So that's what I leave you guys with, some food for thought. Make sure you write down what your thoughts are. And we'll go from there. So wish everyone luck. Happy holidays, everyone. And we'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.